How did training martial arts change your life?
Every way, shape or form, dude. Every way. It's the best vehicle for personal growth you can get into, 100%. From like going into fights and like the second you have a fight and you like, holy shit, the adrenaline hits you and you're like, yep, I accept. And then all you're thinking about for the next 8 weeks or whatever time is like, last thing you think about before bed is you're fighting that guy. First thing in the morning, you have a fight. And you're getting used to those nerves of like someone who signed up to like take your consciousness in front of your family if you fuck up. And like, there's nothing else that will like get you so brutally honest with yourself in there, you know, if you really care about it. Because if you want to win, you have to be honest. You have to say, fuck, I suck at wrestling. This guy's good at wrestling, you know, or I suck at this, or I'm not in shape. I'm not diving in. So like, that's where the fear of the fight will outweigh anything. And you get forced in this bubble of you have to train so you don't get embarrassed. It's so insane. So it's just the easiest personal growth vehicle you could do. And like, if anyone wanted to like get out of a slump or anything like that, and they were like serious and they had tried everything, whatever, I'd be like, go sign up for a fight. Because I promise you, like, you don't think you can lose weight. Like it's hard for me to diet when I don't have a fight. Second I have a fight, you better believe I'm eating everything perfect, because I'm also embarrassed. I don't want to step on a scale, miss weight. I don't want to show up, not perform in front of my family, my friends, you know, like girlfriend's been in a fight. Like, you want to fight in front of people that you love and then you fall in front of them, like, or look like shit. Like, that's embarrassing, you know? And so just learning how to deal with all that. And then just the try, like, men need suffering, men need pain. You're not going to get any more suffering and pain than starving yourself, going to a gym with sweaty guys who are all trained athletes who are trying to take your head off day in, day out. You know what I mean? I was doing this at 18, 17, 19 with guys who are 30 years old, professional athletes, trying to take my head off. And I'm paying money to fucking be there on top of that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you kind of come up in this crucible. So when I like went into business and like got success real quick, like, ask Eric and the boys. When I sit with them, these guys are masters at business. Like, you talk to them and you feel stupid. I feel so out of my league. But it's because, like, the hard work it takes, and that's what most of the beginning of business is, just fucking hard work. It's like, I can do all that because I've done harder shit. So now it's like, that's how business was so easy. I was like, oh my God, I'm not complaining that I had like a hard day in the office, because fucking I've got my face, you know, my shit shoved in for like my nose flattened for over 10 years now. Like, that shit's easy. So it just makes suffering easier.
Training martial arts really helped me develop discipline and confidence. Like, nothing else really gave me those character traits or qualities.
Yeah, the discipline, and then like you said, the confidence too. Life like gets weird when I'm injured or if I'm sick or something and I'm walking down the street and I'm like, I can't defend myself. And I like, it's because people don't live in that world. But when I go out and like I get a drink in me, I go like full Hawkeye. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck could happen, right? Like, we're in a room full of people. I don't know if he trains, like I don't know if they train, but I'm doing combat every day, so it's on my mind. And I just see people like go through life like weak and not able to defend themselves. I'm like, how the fuck do you leave your house? I'm so insecure when it comes to that. Like, I don't feel safe. I'm around Muscle Beach, I'm looking around, I'm eyeballing everyone, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck could happen? So the confidence you get knowing you can defend yourself, and it's not like, oh, I could beat everyone's ass, but it's also learning like you're not made of glass. Like, you go in there and you get clocked your first time in sparring, you're like, oh shit, I got hit and I didn't fall and I didn't cry, and like, it's like this weird fear you have of getting hit in the face from a kid. Then you get hit in the face and you're like, getting hit in the body where it hurts worse than hit in the face. And then you get in some deep rounds, you're like 15 minutes in, VO2 max is like through the roof, and you're sparring someone and like you guys are both trying to win, and you walk away from that and some guy's cutting you off in traffic and you're like, but like, I just climbed out of the gutter, I will gladly go back in, water's warm, like, let's fucking do it, you know? So that confidence you get is great. But like you said too, the discipline, and man, it makes everything else in life easier. If you can get good at suffering, what else is going to be hard?
It's true. There's another aspect that I really appreciate, was learning this ability to drop into a flow state. The Japanese call it mushin, which is the mind of no mind, and you're acting and reacting without really thinking through anything. And I think a lot of people start martial arts and they just overthink it, like, what am I supposed to do with my hands, like, how am I supposed to be wrestling? But then at some point you get comfortable, you can just kind of drop into it, and it's happening of itself. You're not even really doing anything.
Yeah, and it's like, you're not thinking about that girl, you're not thinking about bills, you're not thinking about what the fuck's going on with work, is the FDA coming from Meraki, you know, you're not thinking about any of that. You're just like, literally in that moment, you're like, this guy's trying to rip my arm off, I need to keep my elbow in, I need to pass his hips, you know, I need to create a frame. Like, you're not thinking about anything else, and you get done, and it's like every other worry just melted away, and all you're doing is training. And it's just beautiful, beautiful for the mind.